Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Madhuri Goswami. Welcome to this lesson. Dear students, I hope that you are doing great with your studies. This lesson is for the students of BA, BCom and BSc Part 1, subject General English, and the title of the paper is Essential Language Skills. In today's lesson, we will cover up your writing skills. And to improve upon your writing skills, we need to increase our vocabulary, we need to boost our word power. So, a list of words is being provided to you that consists of useful but most commonly confused words. So, this lesson will help you out not only in improving your writing skills but will make you learn the words also that are known as homonyms. Do you remember? In one of the previous lessons, we studied homophones, which are pronounced same but spelt and meant differently. Dear students, one more important talk. I think if you have been listening these video lessons regularly, then you must have improved upon these 4 skills: listening, speaking, reading and writing. And do you know, this is the real aim of the study of this paper. It's not just getting the passing marks. So please, dear students, maybe you are not able to understand English completely, but believe me, if you will listen it regularly, definitely one day you will be able to do so. So keep watching these videos. If you have any doubt, please ask in the comment section. However, for your help, I give somewhere Hindi translations also wherever I feel it's required. Now let's learn some commonly confused words in English which are known as homonyms. First, let us know what are homonyms. But don't get lost in the definition of this word, because the main aim of this lesson is to teach you those words in which people have confusion, the students have confusion, and due to that, they make mistakes. Dear students, homonyms are spelled and pronounced exactly the same, but they have different meanings. For example, the word kind. It can mean both caring, a kind person, and type, a kind of food. Dear students, homonyms वो words हैं जिनकी spelling and pronunciation same होता है, परंतु उनका मीनिंग डिफरेंट होता है, बिल्कुल अलग होता है. हम एक और एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं, बुक. द वर्ड बुक ये एक नाउन भी हो सकता है और एक वर्ब भी हो सकता है. आइए इसका एग्जाम्पल देखें. दिस इज एन इंटरेस्टिंग बुक. अनदर एग्जाम्पल, आई बुक अ फ्लाइट. इन सेंटेंसेस में आपने देखा कि बुक वर्ड एक नाउन है फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में, इंटरेस्टिंग बुक, और सेकेंड सेंटेंस में जिस बुक वर्ड को हमने यूज़ किया है वो एक वर्ब है. होमोनिम्स के अतिरिक्त कुछ ऐसे वर्ड्स हैं जो कि होमोफोन्स कहलाते हैं. हम ऑलरेडी इस पर 2 लेसन्स कर चुके हैं. प्लीज़ वॉच दोज वीडियो लेसन्स. देयर मे बी सम ऑफ द होमोफोन्स इंक्लूडेड इन दिस लिस्ट. नाउ लेट्स चेक द लिस्ट. सो कीप योर नोटबुक रेडी. And please note down all these words. You can pause the video wherever you need more time. The first pair of words is advice versus advise. Please pay your attention to the spellings of these words and the pronunciation which I gave to you. I'm repeating it. Please listen carefully. The first word is spelled A-D-V-I-C-E. This is advice. There is sound at the end of this word, and the second word is A-D-V-I-S-E, and it's pronounced advise. There is z sound at the end of this word. Dear students, दोनों की spellings पर ध्यान दें और please notice इनका pronunciation भी different है. Now let's know the meaning of these 2 words. Advice is a noun while advise is its verb. Both of them mean to give good guidance on some issue in some matter. Advice का हिंदी में मीनिंग है सलाह या मशवरा। एंड एडवाइस का हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन है सलाह देना, राय देना या मशवरा देना। ये एक वर्ब है। Now I'm giving you some examples. Please listen carefully and note them down. I advise her to go to school. In this sentence, advise is a verb. So the second one. This next sentence, my father gave me advice on how to do homework. In this sentence, advice is a noun. And this is the first one. Now the next pair of words is breath versus breathe. Dear students, the word breath is a noun referring to air which goes in and out of our lungs, while breathe is a verb referring to the act of breath going in and out of our lungs. Confused? Well, let me tell you it again. Breath एक noun है, इसका हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन है श्वास, जबकि ब्रीद एक वर्ब है जिसका अर्थ है श्वास लेने की क्रिया। Now let's see the use of these words in example that will make it quite clear. So ready to write? Okay. She held her breath while swimming. This is the first word and this is a noun. She held her breath. उसने अपनी सांस रोकी while swimming. Swimming करते हुए उसने अपनी श्वास रोकी। The second sentence is she was told to breathe slowly. In this sentence, the second word is used, breathe, and it is a verb. The next pair of words in this list is complement versus complement. Please mind the spelling. Please pay attention to the spellings of these two words. The first one is spelled COMPLIMENT, whereas the second one is spelled COMPLEMENT. So did you notice the difference? In the first complement, we have I letter, whereas in place of that, in the second one, we have E. And meaning is also completely different. The first one, complement, is used when two objects fit each other perfectly, while complement refers to the praise words given when something good has been done. So in Hindi we can say complement, the first word is meant पूरक, whereas the second word means प्रशंसा या प्रशंसा करना। चूँकि ये वर्ड एक नाउन की तरह भी यूज होता है और एक वर्ब के रूप में भी यूज होता है। The second word complement can also be used as a verb to refer to the act of giving a compliment. Now I'm giving you the examples. Ready to note them down? Her blue skirt complements her shoes. Her blue skirt complements her shoes. What does it mean? It means her blue skirt and her shoes, they match perfectly. They complete each other. This word complement is also important in terms of English grammar that we have studied in detail in another lesson on basic sentence patterns. So if you want to know, then please watch that video lesson also. Now let's take up the second example. She complimented me for my dressing sense. In this sentence, this word compliment is a verb. Just notice the place of this word here. It's just after the subject and the past form is used here. It's a verb. यह है word जो कि इस पेयर में first one है, COMPLIMENT. ये एक noun की तरह भी यूज किया जाता है। आइए हम उसका एग्जाम्पल सेंटेंस में देखते हैं। She gave me a compliment for my dressing sense. In this sentence, this word compliment is a noun. Now the next pair of words is resign and resign. The first word is without hyphen. It's written RESIGN. This is without any hyphen. The second word is with a hyphen. Just notice RE -sign. The meaning of the first word is to quit a job and it's pronounced as resign. There is z sound in this word, whereas resign with a hyphen means to sign a contract or something like memorandum again, or to keep a job which you are currently doing. So the point to be noted here is, in the second word, re is used as a prefix and that means again. Now I'm giving you the examples. Please note them down. I will resign from my current job. The first word, resign. Now let's see the second word in the example. I resign my current job because I like it. Now we will take up another pair of words. Empathy versus sympathy. The word empathy, it refers to the ability to someone's feelings, while sympathy is feeling sorry for someone who is suffering. Dear students, in दोनों words में एक minute difference है. Please try to understand that. Empathy का हिंदी translation है तदानुभूति and sympathy का हिंदी translation है सहानुभूति. अर्थात empathy यानी तदानुभूति हमारी वह क्षमता है जिसके अंतर्गत हम दूसरों की भावनाओं को समझ सकते हैं, उन्हें फील कर सकते हैं. जबकि सिंपैथी यानी सहानुभूति, मान लीजिए कोई व्यक्ति दुखी है, सॉरोफुल है, सैड है, तो उस व्यक्ति के दुख को देखकर यदि आप उदास हो जाते हैं, आपको उस दुख की अनुभूति हो रही है, तो यह सहानुभूति है. Let's see its examples. His empathy enabled him to avoid a quarrel. क्योंकि उस व्यक्ति ने अपने आप को दूसरे व्यक्ति की कंडीशन में रखकर देखा, तो उसमें ये एम्पैथी का भाव है. Another example is, his sympathy made him give money to his sick neighbor. Well, now let's take up the next pair of words. Principle versus principle. I have chosen this pair of words because I have noticed most of the learners make mistake while using these two words, or they are confused about the spelling and the proper use of these two words. Principle, P-R-I-N-C-I-P-A-L. The first word principle can be used as a noun or adjective. As a noun, principal means the head of a school or a college or any academic institution. This word refers to the post in an academic institution. Dear students, जैसे आपके कॉलेज में प्रिंसिपल की पोस्ट होती है, उसे रेफर करने के लिए हम यूज करेंगे the first word, that is P-R-I-N-C-I-P-A-L. इसी वर्ड को हम एडजेक्टिव के रूप में भी यूज करते हैं, and when we use it as an adjective, it refers to the most important thing. सबसे अधिक महत्वपूर्ण वस्तु. Now the second word, principle, and it's spelled differently, P-R-I-N-C-I-P-L-E. It is always used as a noun to signify a trusted belief. In Hindi, its translation is Siddhant. Now let's know the examples. The school gave a reception to their new principal. Now let's use the second word in a sentence. These two medical instruments work on the same principle. Or, our principal is the man of principles. So, dear students, in this lesson we have taken up those words which have been quite confusing for most of the learners, and I believe that your confusion is clear now. If still you have any confusion, you can ask me in the comments. Apart from this, there is a suggestion for you. Just try to frame sentences using all of these words. This practice will keep all these words long lasting or I can say forever, in your memory. So don't forget to do this practice. See you in the next part of this lesson. Bye for now. Thank you for joining. Happy learning.